So good morning students. Today in this video I am going to explain about chapter 4th, refraction of light at plane surfaces. Children, you might have learned about reflection and laws of reflection in your previous classes, that is the 8th and 7th classes. Now today in this chapter I am going to explain about refraction of light at plane surfaces. Before that, I would like to explain you what is Fermat principle. Fermat principle means, children, the path taken by a light ray, between two given points, is the path that can be travelled in the least time is called Fermat principle, children. To prove this small activity, I will tell you, children. Children, take a shallow, less deep opaque trough. Take a shallow, less deep opaque trough. Opaque means what, children? Which cannot allow a light pass through. It is called opaque substances. Okay. Opaque means the substances which cannot allow light pass through them are called opaque substances. Now put a coin in the trough. Stand in a way that you can see the coin as shown the figure. Observe here, as the figure A. Stand in a way that you can see the coin as shown the figure. So next, children, now very well. And afterwards, now slowly move away from the trough till you cannot see the coin. Slowly move away from the trough, still you do not see the coin. While you stand at this position and ask one of your friend, fill the trough, and you will be able to see the coin when the trough is filled with water from the same position. When the trough was not filled with water, the person who is standing very little bit close to the trough cannot able to see the coin. But ask your friend to fill the water into the trough. Now you can able to see the coin from the same direction or same position after filling a trough with water. Why do you see the coin when water is poured into the trough, children? Why do you see? What is the reason? Children, when the trough is empty, light ray from the coin could not reach your eye. When the trough is empty, light ray could not reach the coin with your eye. But when the trough is filled with water, the light ray from the coin could reach your eye. So children, whenever the trough is filled with water, the light ray from the coin reach your eye. So according to Fermat principle, children, we observe from the activity that light ray changes its direction at air-water interface. Children, when a light ray enters from one media to another media, that is, here is the one media and what is the another media. When light ray enters from air to water surface, it changes its direction, and this what we call a refraction of light. So this is possible only when the speed of light changes at the interface between the two media. The changing of direction of the light when it enters from one media to another media, the speed of light changes. At the interface nothing but here, it is a mediator between two medias. For example, air is one media and water is one media. So it is interface, boundary line. In such cases, the light changes speed and travels and changes direction. So what do you call this kind of phenomena, children? So this kind of phenomena is called nothing but, you know very well, refraction of light. You can say refraction of light. Refraction of light. Refraction of light. So what do you call refraction of light, children? Refraction of light, nothing but the phenomena of bending a light ray when it travels from one media to another media due to change in speed of light is called refraction of light, children. For example, children, you can imagine, draw a one orbital line MM. Okay, this is a line which is drawn perpendicular to the plane NN. Suppose a light ray travels incident on the interface. This is called interface. This is called interface. Okay, so when light ray I incident on interface, it changes its direction, children. It changes this R, refraction of light. It changes its direction due to change in speed of light when it enters from one media to another media. It is called refraction of light, children. Children, only when the light ray travels along the normal to the surface, it does not change direction. In all other cases, light bends during refraction. Only when the light ray travels along the normal to the surface, it does not bend or does not change the direction. But in all other cases, light bends during refraction. Children, so what we call rarer medium and denser medium? Rarer medium and denser medium. Children, rarer medium and denser medium means, according to optics, the medium in which speed of light is more is called rare medium. According to optics, the medium in which speed of light is more, that kind of media is called rarer medium. Then what is denser medium? According to the optics, the medium in which speed of light is less is called denser medium. To understand the refraction of light through figures, the following terms are important, children. What are the following terms? First of all, what is normal, what is angle of incidence, what is angle of refraction, children? Children, normal, what is called normal here? At the point of incidence, the point of incident where the light ray strikes the interface between two media, a line drawn perpendicular to the surface is known as normal. Children, you know very well. This is normal, children. NN. The line drawn perpendicular to the interface is called normal NN. This is normal. And it is denoted by a symbol N. Okay, children, this is normal. NN is the normal. And this is interface with two media. This is one media. Example, rare medium. This is the denser medium. Denser, this is called denser medium. This is called rare medium. Children, now what is the angle of incidence? Children, here the angle between the incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence denoted by symbol angle I. So the angle between incident ray, for example, the incident ray, children, this angle between incident ray and normal is called as angle I, angle of incidence. Now angle between the refracted ray, suppose this is a ray R, the angle between the refracted ray and the normal is called angle of refraction denoted by symbol R. This is angle R, denoted by angle R. So how the light behaves, how the light ray behaves when enter from one media to another media, children. Let us see that, how the light ray behaves. Children, here very clearly I am explaining you, when a light ray For example, this is a normal, and this is no doubt this is the denser medium, children. This is rarer medium. This is the denser medium. Okay, this is normal. Children, here, when a light ray enters or travels from rarer medium to denser medium, the refracted light ray deflects towards the normal, children. Suppose you can imagine this is the incident ray, I. So whenever a light ray enters from rarer medium, denser medium, it deflects towards normal. It deflects towards normal, children. Deflect towards normal when a light ray enters from rare medium to denser medium, children. This is shown with very clearly with the help of a ray diagram. Now, children, you know very well, denser to rare medium. When a light ray travels from denser medium to rare medium, from here to here, children, from this medium to this medium. Okay, denser medium, rare medium, the refracted light ray deflects away from the normal, children. For example, children, here, no doubt, this is the denser medium. Now, when a light ray enters from denser to rarer, it reflects away from the normal. Deflects away from the normal. So, this is the behaviorism of light ray when it enters from one media to another media. So, children, in this video, I explained Fermat principle, refraction, okay, and the refraction of definition and rare medium, denser medium, angle of incident, angle of refraction, and the behavior of light ray when enter from one media to another media. Hope you understand, children. After watching this, please understand the concept. Thank you and have a nice day.